The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Give him 30 yards there. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 2 by 2. Move. Joker.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Side. Smooth.
Dalton here from the gun. And able to find Green. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
44. Here you go. 56 is the mic. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Jim.
And he'll they'll take this one down near the 15. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Get him! Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike,
hey, Echo.
Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Right here, right here.
Here you go, 368.
Another chance for Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 21.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 4-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 180!
Watch the screen!
On second down, it's Coleman. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert!
Mike 57, Mike 57. 3 bugs.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a 1st down.
Slam. 56 to Mike.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, orbit.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Two by two. Move.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the call. Watch the
Go, go.
So Dalton now. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
White.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Hands up, please.
Mike 56.
There you go, 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Check the hot read. Switch. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Right. He's tucking.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey, gun.
Watch the run.
White.
Watch Mike. Hey, defense. Hey,
13.
watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
56 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Push him back.
Dalton now to pass. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Fight it.
Throwing again. Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Dalton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Auden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing, Dalton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good work.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Geno Atkins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
No, check that.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mixon with it. And some room to maneuver. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
54 in your face.
On first down, Bernard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
54 is Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Andy Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Rip left. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here you go, can.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm scared. Kill.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. D. Ford gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Garoppolo on first down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
12, fellas, here we go.
Play action, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Lock!
Mike, 57. Rabbit.
Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
61, match, fight.
He'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
65.
57, come on.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see a breakdown as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57, let's go, baby, turn.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Motion, motion, motion.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Guys up! 318! Check the 2x2. Move! You think you won't get there?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for Bengals. First down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 39, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Check motion, 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 motion. 56 to Mike.
Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Mixon. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.